Hello, everyone. This is Bbeltdan, and welcome back to Constructing the Enterprise J in Blender. I know that last time we were here, when we left, I said I was going to do a lot of work off screen, and when you see the next episode, there would be quite a bit more of this build, but I have decided I was going to do something a little bit different. Have to apologize. You might be hearing in the background. My wife is right next to me playing one of her little favorite pastime games on her phone while she's playing with her pets. So, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of background noise, but you're not going to have to worry about that too much because what I've decided to do today is I'm going to get a lot of this work done in front of the camera, in front of all of you. But however, though, it's going to be fast forward, so it's not going to be step by step. And for those of y'all that really don't like commentary, you don't have to be listening to my voice the entire time. I'll have some song playing in the background while all of this is going fast forward. In the meantime, while I'm working on this in real time, I'm going to have some of my own little tunes playing in the background for some inspiration. So, what I'm hoping to do on screen is flesh out the pylons, the primary part of the pylons, a little bit more. I noticed some things aren't looking quite right. And I'm going to start off on this front portion of this primary hull and finish it to where it'll start kind of curving underneath the saucer section and work a little bit more on the bottom portion of the primary hull here. So we'll get working on that. I'm going to be probably working for maybe about a good hour. Real time, I don't know how much of that will be in, you know, time lapse, maybe just only a few minutes, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and we'll cut back in a little bit later. body, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this a day right after this. Didn't get quite as much as I was hoping to get accomplished, but uh, did make some progress. As y'all are probably noticing, I kind of roughed out the bottom portion of the primary hull that runs underneath the saucer section. I still got a lot of work on it. So it's not really fine details, but it's just kind of roughing it up. I'll come back to that in a minute. I've extended this little channel area here that's going to eventually lead back into this little section. Now, I'm not 100% positive yet about what I want to do with this little area here, but I'm almost thinking it's almost like it's set up already to function similar to a shuttle bay. So I might probably do that. So I kind of left it blank right now because I don't know exactly what I wanted to do with it. But I think that would probably be almost like a shuttle bay. It's like, remember on the Enterprise D, you had the bridge, and then right behind that you had the large shuttle bay. So that might be it. On my original model, there was a shuttle bay back here, but if you look on um, the quote unquote official, releases of the back portion of the ship, there was an engine, like an impulse engine back there. So I I might probably go ahead and, instead of doing what I originally planned of putting a shuttle bay back there, I might probably put the shuttle bay right there instead. And did a little bit of work along the side of the body. I'm gonna have to try to find some way to combine all of this. Now, the bottom portion here, I know that's going to be a bit of a, well, I don't know if you want to call it really a controversy, but you know, there's two methodologies of thinking of how this looks underneath here. If you look at the Greg Jean model that was released, I think was Greg Jean. Am I getting his name wrong? I think I am. Well, if I'm getting it wrong, I'll fix his name, put it up here somewhere in subtitles. But um, well, the official renders from the bottom, it was just pretty much almost just straight. It was almost looked like it was a copy and paste to the top, almost at the bottom. So this went completely straight and goes straight out. However, I'm going more off of was shown off of the episode Azati Prime. If you look, it's at Archer and Daniel was in a little part of the ship where there was a window that was facing out, and it looked like you were looking from underneath the saucer section. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know what that would be, but this bottom part of the saucer section kind of, it had uh, this little piece right here that extended out, and then right in the middle of the saucer section was, um, I don't know what you would call it, but it looked very reminiscent to me to what was underneath the Enterprise refit, retrofit, and the Enterprise A. It's like a little section here with a little dome on the bottom, and that was there. Then from there, you couldn't make out what was beyond that, but I kind of imagined that it would, of course, this would extend out further, and then eventually it would widen out into this. Now, I think I mentioned in the first episode or second episode of this that I kind of thought that maybe you had two people, one person working on the design of the ship and the other person working on the exterior scenes of the ship, and they probably just went two completely different methods. They're like, well, we're just going to make it work. You know, cheap, cheap television budgets. What can you say? But I'm going to try to do the best I can to get those two to be modeled together. So, but you know what? It's really starting to look like something. I can see where it's going to go. Now, with what I was just saying, um, it's not going to keep going straight back like this. It looks like there's a little bit more meat there, so I'm going to try to kind of build a engineering hull that almost will come out like this. That way, there's a little window right there where, um, both Archer and Daniel was looking out at to see all of this. And I'm actually going to model that window almost kind of like it was like a 10 Ford lounge type window or something. But so, yeah, So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day right there. And I'm going to work on a little bit more of this and cut back. When I come back in, I'll next episode I'll have a lot more of this done, hopefully. So we'll see. It's just that I'm filming this just a couple of days before Thanksgiving. This will probably be released on the day before Thanksgiving or right on Thanksgiving. So I'll be enjoying the holidays for a little bit, but I'll probably come back in and work on this for a little bit. So, yeah, thank y'all for watching. So, if y'all have any comments or anything like that, feel free to leave that. And since I've also done a lot of work on this, I'm going to go ahead and post some updates onto some of the forums that I'm posted on that, especially sci-fi meshes. I'll probably post some updates on that. So, but if y'all have any comments, leave some comments on that. So thank y'all for watching. This is Bbeltdan. I will see you next time.